Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special figure showcase we're going to be looking at the Autobot Lightspeed. What we're going to do with this video, we're going to have a quick look at him in both of his modes. We'll have a quick look at him combined as well. I'll point out a couple of things that you need to be aware of if you have to purchase one for yourself. And as I'm lucky enough to have a couple of different types of packaging, we can have a look at the artwork and the battle scenes on them as well. Okay, before we get started, again I want to thank everybody for all their comments, all their subscriptions and all their likes. Again, I've already mentioned in the previous video, this is now lockdown 2, so I'm going to try and get as much more content put on the channel as I can, so please keep your ideas and suggestions coming forward. Fingers crossed I'll have the time to get as much content put up as we can. So here he is then, he is Lightspeed. He came out in 1987, Series 4 of the Generation 1 wave of Transformer toys. And I actually had this as a child, and I loved this figure. I wish I could say this was my original one, but it wasn't. I was one of them silly kids who sold them all as he got a bit older, but obviously I managed to get him back again. We're going to start off looking at his alternate mode, and that's probably one of the main reasons why I liked him. You've got this sort of futuristic Cybertronian car. It is a very, very basic toy, very basic figure, because it's one of what's known as a Scramble City robot, and this basically means that this figure here, before we have a quick look at it, can be scrambled up as any one of these limbs, and not just on Computron, but you can also connect him to any of the Scramble City combiner leaders. So people like Onslaught, Motormaster if you want to go really mixed up, but of course obviously Silverbolt and Hotspot as well. But back to the car, so things to be aware of. There is metal there inside the wheels, so they can sometimes corrode and get a bit stuck. The stickers, you've got the Autobot emblems either side, and you've got of course the rub sign in the front. If you haven't got these weapons, it's not too bad, you can still display him like that. It doesn't really make too much difference. Another thing to sort of be aware of is this is like a white mini, maybe a tiny shade of cream, but it shouldn't be obviously yellow, and it can get yellow. I might as well show you these while we're here. So he's got these two weapons. Let's see if they focus. Yep, there they are. So these two sit either side whilst he's in car mode. But yeah, quite a cool looking car. And then if we look at the robot mode, excuse the glare, funnily enough, that's exactly what I was on about there. See how that's got a bit corroded, so it's yeah, it makes the joint, sorry, the wheel a little slow. This is his handheld weapon. I'll let it focus because what I need to show you is, there we go, that tab there. If it doesn't have that tab, it won't fit into the port there on his hand. So you need to make sure if you want the weapon to display with that it does have that port. Again, incredibly basic robot due to the fact that it is a combiner limb. The arms move up and down, the legs are stuck together. They do come up and down like that, but obviously they're not supposed to because that's just the transformation process. And as I've already said, very, very, very basic toys. But the best thing about these, and again being a kid at the time loving it, is the fact that they do combine into a large robot. And unfortunately I really wanted this guy when I was a child, Computron. Just couldn't seem to find the pieces. As I say, I had Lightspeed himself, but here is Computron. And then the funny thing is, or shall we say one of the interesting facts with these, there's that Lightspeed at the bottom there and nose cone on the other side. To my knowledge, the only two Transformers as part of the Scramble City robots where they face the opposite way, and that's due to his front of his car being there. You can't turn it around the other way, so it won't fit into position. But that is Computron. I think he looks absolutely fantastic. He has been reissued under the Generations line as a gift set and under the Unite Warriors, which is the Japanese version of it. And yeah, just love him. Think he's great. Really good character. Well, the character's okay, obviously. Invented, was in the Sunbow cartoons, so they're popular because of that. But let's have a quick look at the artwork then. So I'm just going to pull him down. As you can see, ironically enough, I don't have any standard Hasbro. We'll start with the little one here. This is the Japanese individual box. And I suppose you can see there's a slight yellow tinge there, unfortunately, on the front of the car. I say unfortunately because this is actually a mint in seal box. Nearly dropped it figure, and we've got a price there. That is 880 yen, which is absolute pittance. And there we've got a lovely Japanese battle scene there where you've just got the Metroplex part. You can just about see Triptychon coming in the background there. When I show you the big version of this on the back of the gift set, you'll be aware which battle scene it is. But there is the lovely Japanese Takara box. And as I say, it does say Scramble City on it there, and the C stands for Cybertrons, which was the Autobots. We might as well stay with the little boxes, ignore Onslaught in the background. I'll cover him up. There we go. He was just the perfect height. So this is the Gig box, and it's Transformers because it was Gig, which was under license from Takara, and these came out in Italy. And if you notice, they change the name, so his name is Starbot. They were still Technobots, and they were Starbot, and it kept the same number obviously, but they did change the name, and we've got the same battle scene. It's pretty much identical. As I say, these were licensed to Gig under Takara, and yeah, I love them. I love these little boxes. Keeps the figure safe, no danger of the bubble falling off. So yeah, lovely little boxes. This is the large gift set then. This is much thicker than the standard gift sets due to the size of Scattershot. There is Computron there at the back, and if we spin it round, and I'm just going to bring it down a little bit now, there's Metroplex, and there's the rest of that amazing battle scene there. So you've got the two Titans, Metroplex and Triptychon there. Very popular battle scene, very popular piece of artwork, used a lot in the 1987 packaging. And yeah, there we go. As I say, the ironic thing is I've got no Hasbro versions or variants at all, but there he is, one of the Technobots, Lightspeed or Starbot if you're from Italy. I hope you enjoyed looking at him. I hope it brought back some nice memories. And again, keep your ideas and your suggestions coming forward. And yeah, I've got every single Hasbro release Transformer from the whole of the Generation 1 series. So all of them, all the way through from 1984 right up to the very end. Most of the Japanese ones. I'm still missing a few of them, unfortunately, but if I haven't got the figure, I'll be honest and say I've not got it, but if I have, I would love to do a showcase for you guys. Brilliant. Take care.